Ahoy, everyone, and welcome to the Disney Cruise Line show, our DCL show. I am your captain, Rhino, and joining me today for a discussion about the Disney Destiny, we have Elaine Edwards.
Hey, friends.
And Chris Forbeck.
Yo-ho!
These are two wonderful Dreams Unlimited travel agents. And speaking of Dreams Unlimited travel, this show and everything that we do here is brought to you by Dreams Unlimited Travel. They are experts at helping you plan the perfect Disney vacation. When you book with them, it costs you nothing extra on your trip. You help support the channel and all the content that we produce here. So check them out, dreamsunlimitedtravel.com for a free, no obligation quote today. Like I said in the intro here, we are talking about everything that you need to know before you book the Disney Destiny, which I believe as the time this hits the airwaves should just about to be, if not already, you should be able to book it. So I've got two people that are much smarter than me, as a good captain would always have, on here, and we're gonna talk about the ship a little bit. Elaine, do you want to take us away here? I know that this is this ship is similar, or it is the same layout as the Wish, correct?
Yes. So the Destiny is part of the Wish class. So it is the exact same layout as the Wish and the Treasure. However, the theming is different. And what they have specifically said is that it is where magic meets mischief.
Okay.
So it's going to have a lot of heroes and villains kind of things.
Yeah, we've been following this pretty closely as they release information. If you're familiar, Disney loves to. I don't want to use the word drag out, but they love to sprinkle is what I'm going to say.
Parse them out. They parse them out.
Exactly. That's a better way to say it. They love to create an event out of informing you about some fun themes and things here. And this ship definitely has a pretty unique theming to it. The first of its kind, for sure. I'm excited to see it when it all comes out. Is there something, before we get into all the dates and the outlines and anything, I'm just curious. Chris, why don't you tell me, is there something specifically on this ship that you are looking forward to?
There's a bunch. It's the first ship that will have a traditional Disney character in the Grand Hall. So it will have the Black Panther will be
I'm very excited for that.
That's really cool. And also on the aft of the ship, there's always a character. This will again be a non-traditional Disney character. It'll have Spider-Man back there, letting you know it's a Disney Destiny. So those two things are I think very fun. But this looks like a really fun ship and very different, and so it's kind of exciting.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Is this the ship that's going to have Moana on it with the big Tafiti? That's the Treasure, right?
That's the
Treasure.
Okay, I always get the two mixed up a little bit. Do we know what the shows are on the Destiny yet?
We do. They're going to have the new one on there is going to be a Hercules show.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
So Disney had a Hercules show years ago, early on on Disney Cruise Line. This is a new show, so this will be different from that one. So it'll be kind of cool. It will also have Frozen, and then it will also have the Sail Away. Is that what they call it, Elaine? Sail.
The Mickey's
Goofy?
Is it the thing
Goofy,
on the deck?
The Goofy one?
I had it written down. No, I don't. Yeah, Disney Sees the Adventure. There it is.
That's it. It's where Goofy takes over as the captain of the ship kind of thing.
Yeah.
Seas, SEAS.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
They love a pun, yeah. Well, the Destiny reservations for the Destiny do go on sale starting September 6th, 2024. Elaine, do you want to take me through who can book when?
Yes. So September 6th, we are recording this on September 5th. So we're going to say tomorrow, Friday, the Pearl Castaway Club members can book. On Monday, if you are Platinum Club 33 or you live in Golden Oak, you can book then. On Tuesday, our Gold Castaway Club members can book. And on Wednesday, our Silver Castaway Club members can book, as well as if you are a direct, quote unquote, blue card member of DVC, Disney Vacation Club, as well as if you have been on one Adventures by Disney trip. That makes you an Adventures by Disney insider. You can also book on those dates on Wednesday. And on Thursday, it opens up to anybody that does not fall into any of those categories.
Okay. And then I'm a little unfamiliar, but what are the itineraries that we can look forward to? And when does this one actually set sail? I know 2025. Is it the end of the year? Do we know the official?
The inaugural will be the week before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
So it'll be Thursday, November 20th will be the inaugural. And it is going to be based out of Fort Lauderdale. This will not be based out of Port Canaveral. So it'll be based out of Disney Cruise Line's newly remastered, redone terminal at Port Everglades in Fort Lauderdale, which is kind of cool. It's going to be doing 4 and 5 night trips, either to the Bahamas, or it has Western Caribbean, which essentially means Cozumel in there. And it will be going either to Castaway Cay, Disney Lighthouse Point, Nassau, or Cozumel. Those are essentially the stops that it will be doing depending on the particular week. But 4 or 5 night Bahamian and Western Caribbean cruises.
And we do have some pretty interesting stateroom themes for this one. Is that true, Elaine?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Everybody always wants to know about the stateroom themes. You know, this kind of all started when The Wish came out, because with the first 4 classic ships, the stateroom theme is nautical. And they all kind of look the same. It's nautical. Yeah. However, when they introduced The Wish, it was a completely different stateroom because they themed it, and it's just lightly themed. It's not drowning, but each deck had a different princess theme to it. And of course, like I said, you're not drowning in princess, but it had just a couple little paintings on the walls and that kind of thing. So they continued that on with the Treasure, and they've now continued it on to the Destiny. And they have really, this runs the gamut between Disney, Pixar, Marvel, the ship runs the gamut between all of the properties. And so the stateroom themes that we have are Hercules, Mulan, Brave, Raya and the Last Dragon, Big Hero 6, Incredibles, and Fantasia. Now, we do have, if you are interested in a specific theme, talk to your Dreams Unlimited travel agent, because we've got kind of a layout as far as what decks are going to be what kind of themes to kind of give you a better chance of being, if that is something that is important to you.
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised. I was going to say that they didn't embrace really. So when they say those themes, is it like you could be in a Hades or Hercules, or is it like on Disney Cruise Line, is it always the hero is the theme of the room?
We don't know. In this case, with the fact that they are mixing heroes and villains throughout the whole ship, I would say there's a good possibility that the rooms may have both in them, touches of both, or one or the other. We just don't know yet because we haven't seen the room themes, except for we did see the Lion King ones, didn't we? Yeah.
I was going to say, I think there was one I saw, but yeah.
And what they did on The Wish was they would have 2 princesses per floor, and one, they did it with the connecting. One of the rooms will be one princess, one of the rooms will be another princess. They may do that with these, so one of the rooms will be a hero, one of it will be a villain. Who knows? We'll know a lot more as time goes on. But
I bet those that Hercules room is probably going to be pretty popular. People seem to go crazy for Hercules these days.
Yeah. They are. Yeah. People are all about Hercules. I've never seen the movie.
What?
Elaine, Craig forced me to watch it on the Alaska cruise that I was on with you. I was like, I haven't seen it since I was a kid. We should have just called you to come over and watch it.
Apparently.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. What's cool, I know there's going to be some pretty unique things. One that I'm really looking forward to, that Chris already mentioned, is that in the Grand Hall, on the Disney Destiny, they're going to have this, Black Panther statue, and the entire thing is kind of inspired by Wakanda, like that sort of aesthetic. And I don't know, it looks like really neat and very royal, elegant. I know there was, I look online and I saw some people that were like, I don't know. But for me, like, I love Marvel and I love Black Panther specifically. And I just thought when they showed that, I was like, oh my God, I need to get on the ship right now because I need to go get a picture with that statue. Like,
honestly, I was shocked that they are I mean, I think it's awesome, but I was shocked that the Grand Hall is Marvel. Like, I did not see that one coming.
Yeah. This is interesting. Like, as we go through this, you'll see that it's like kind of runs the gambit of all those sort of Disney storytelling things, because I want to talk about, can you tell me a little more about the Pride Lands? We already talked about Lion King, but they have a very unique dining experience that's in place of the Frozen one.
Yes.
The Wish had Frozen,
Yes.
right?
The Wish has Frozen.
It's Frozen on the Wish. It's Coco on the Treasure.
On the
on the Destiny will be the Lion King, and it's going to be. I think it's going to be a show, and as you can probably see from the art, there's going to be a stage there, like there has been on the Wish, and we will see on the Treasure. But so it's going to be, you're going to hear all your favorite Lion King songs, and it's going to be pretty. I think it'll be pretty fun. And one of the things that I'm really interested to see is if they change up the food to kind of match that kind of African Pride Land kind of aesthetic. It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah. So they haven't really talked about the menu on like the Treasure with Coco either, right?
Not yet.
They did mention that it is going to reflect, like,
Correct.
it is going to be that
themed,
sort of,
but,
okay.
It is going to be, match that. And in the Frozen on the Wish, the food matches it. It's definitely, it matches that theme. So I think this will as well. I think the really interesting thing is that they specifically in the name say Festival of the Lion King. So in my mind, I believe that they're going to be bringing in a lot of the elements and songs that you see in the show in Animal Kingdom Park.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping the menu will be inspired.
Feast of the Lion King. It's a pun again. Feast of the Lion King.
I imagine there's going to be a lot of meat involved in this one, but I'm hoping maybe they'll lean towards like what is it, Tiffin's, that has that sort of experience, sort of vibe out there. That's good.
Yeah, I bet so because Tiffin's, I mean, that's exactly on point with that.
I know that one that Teresa Eccles will be thrilled about, another dining thing here, is the Edna a la mode suite, which is pretty fun. I think that's really cute. And this is going to be themed all to her, like, to her lab, right? Where she creates all of their super suits and everything.
I'm guessing they're going to have cookies in there. Yum yums.
Yeah. Oh, well, they got it. I mean, that's my favorite part of the coaster.
I hope so, because every time I go to Hollywood Studios, I get a cookie num num, and it's like, so I hope they have them there because they're amazing. Could you imagine a cookie num num and then like make it into like put ice cream on top of like warm cookie? Like,
I was just going to say they have me at the handmade gelato, because when gelato is one of those, like, I love ice cream, I love gelato, but when I went to the one like Viking cruise I've ever done that was in Italy, it was like everywhere we stopped it was like gelato like, so you give me 2 Jack Num Num cookies with an ice cream sandwich, I'm sold. I'll be on that ship.
Rhino, I just want to go back to the other 2 dining locations because the 3 it'll still have rotational dining like the other Disney ships. And so one will be Lion King. The second one will be in World of Marvel, but they're changing up. If you've been on the Wish, it's going to be a different one, and it's going to be themed around Guardians of the Galaxy. So
I love that.
Guessing there's going to be a lot of music, and I'm guessing we're going to see Groot. It would be my guess.
I am so excited.
Yeah.
I love Guardians.
Yeah, me too.
And then the third one's going to continue to be 1923, which is on all 3 of the Wish class ships that we've seen so far. So that has a very much history of Disney kind of flavor and kind of the more. I'd say more adult flavor, but lovely. So,
well, it's very. I like that area, that dining room, because it feels very like classy to me, and I love the like sort of the sketches and like they said was it the treasure they were saying like it's the same idea, like the same bones, but some of the displays and stuff like that are different.
That's
right?
what it's going to be. In each ship, the displays are going to be different. So
I think that's cool.
On the Destiny, it's going to be about Hercules, Sleeping Beauty, Wreck-It Ralph, Big Hero 6, and others.
Yeah. Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
So we have a couple other stuff. I want to know a little more about some of the other places. So Elaine, can you tell me where I could get a drink on the ship?
Oh, can I tell you?
Oh no, sorry. They are going to have some.
If you have watched probably any episode of DCL show, you know that I am a sucker for Pirate Night. I am all about Pirate Night. They are going to have a pirate-themed pub, and it's going to be called Cask and Cannon, and it's going to revolve around Pirates of the Caribbean. I am so excited for this one.
Yeah, this sounds really cool because I really like the one on the Wish. What I can't remember what it's called. I've only been on the Wish one time, so that's why I apologize for not knowing the names of everything. But I imagine it's situated in that same area.
Yeah, it's just going to take place of where it's outside of the theater and everything. Yeah.
Right.
It's great because I got my like mug, and they have an exclusive beer on the Disney Cruise Line ships, and so I feel like this is a very like. Imagine being in there, everyone's all dressed up for Pirate Night and everything, and everyone's like with the actual beer. And if they have a cool mug or something, I wouldn't be upset about it. A collectible
almost
mug.
Guaranteed.
Yeah,
I mean, I can't guarantee,
right?
but I would put a lot of money on that there is one.
Yeah.
So.
They say that you can enjoy an extensive menu of spirits and brews. So themed drinks galore.
Yeah, well, I'd say I'm looking forward to that, and if that type of vibe isn't your style, I think another villain's going to get to shine on the ship too, huh?
Yes, if you're looking for me, I will be in DeVille's,
yeah,
which is based on Cruella.
You're dressed for it.
Yeah, well, I wore my villain shirt. Sort of
I said, yeah.
And DeVille's is going to have, it's going to be a piano bar. So it has very over the top fashionista kind of stuff, and going to have cocktails. My guess is that there will be a lot of bubbly in there. And, but it seems like it's going to be like just off the Grand Hall. So it's that location. And I don't remember what it is on the other ships, frankly.
Yeah.
But it's,
Nightingale.
I think it's just, Nightingale, exactly.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a really fun place, and as you can see from the picture, they're going to have a piano that is black and white. So the whole thing. I mean, not just the keys. Though it's going to be all like painted black and white. It seems like it'll be a really really fun place.
I like when they play with like. There's whimsy, and then there's classy, and then there's like there's that sort of I don't want to use the word gambit again because I feel like I keep saying that word, but it's that whole stretch of that being like, oh, well, we can do Disney in this like really classy, sophisticated version of it, or we can do this way over the top, exaggerated version of it, or we can just do the very subtle, whatever you want to do. And I think there's a lot of fun opportunities. I also think what's really cool is on this ship, if you're not familiar with the Aqua Mouse, it's a kind of this like water attraction. And I did the one on the Wish, but what's cool about the one on the Destiny here is featuring Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse. We're going to get a brand new story that's going to have them going up Villain Mountain, singing a silly song as they face some fearsome foes before splashing back down on this crazy water coaster ride. But it's like Chernobog is in the art for it, and I think it's like really fun, and it's in that modern like Mickey Mouse shorts style, which is cool. I do these. I don't know. Do you do the Aqua Mouse? Either of you?
Oh yeah. The only one I don't do is the Aqua Dunk, where the feet, where like your feet comes out from underneath you. Yeah. Not doing that one, but all of the other ones we do like over and over and over again because they're so much fun.
And the nice thing is they're going to bring that one to the other Wish class ships as well. So you'll on the Wish you'll be able to see all of them. So that'll be really fun that you'll be able to. So I'm imagining on the Destiny you'll be able to see all of them as well. Which I think
that would be cool. Yeah, if you get a little bit of a different, what are we going to get this time? Yeah, that would be fun. Okay, so that's the information we have about it now. Again, can we go over how to book again?
course we can.
Yeah.
First stop is www.dreamsunlimitedtravel.com. And right there, you can fill out a no obligation quote request form. You just got to enter in your details. You can search the cruises. You'll be able to pick what kind of stateroom, put notes in there, that kind of thing. If you already have a Dreams Unlimited travel agent, you can shoot them an email or just pick their name from the form. And that gets you first in line so that once you are in our queue and you've talked to your agent, you're going to be one of the first people that's going to be able to book these experiences, because our agents are up before the sun, sitting there, refresh, waiting for everything to come online. And then we're working together. We're calling in. So we're on the phone booking while we're booking on our computers, while we're texting each other and helping each other book. And it works out very, very, very well to make all of our clients very happy and get them what they want. And of course, when you book for the Dreams Unlimited Travel, it costs you nothing more. Our service is free to you. It costs the same as booking directly through Disney.
Yeah.
And we give you free money because we give you a shipboard credit. So you walk on board, you have money to spend on things like that. The pirate bar.
I was just going to say the cocktails at DeVille's. Yeah.
Right. Or, if you'd rather go to the spa, get a massage, that kind of thing as well, or book a fun excursion, you can use the money for that as well. We also send you a great cruise gift basket.
And just a reminder to folks, some people may have bought a what they call a placeholder reservation. If you bought a placeholder reservation, reach out to your agent. They'll be able to help you. You get 10% off most itineraries. It doesn't work on Thanksgiving. It doesn't work on Christmas. It doesn't work on the inaugural and spring break. So there are a couple of blackout dates, but it works on most cruises. And I will say, all you have to do is put down a $250 deposit, and you get that 10% off. It's the best deal. So if you have that, you already have a reservation. So just reach out to your agent, and they'll be able to help you with that.
Yeah, I there's never been a time where sometimes people will be like, "What do you need a travel agent for?" And I'm like, I don't know. When cruise line stuff drops, free dining at Disney, these things that require a pretty hefty amount of time of just hanging out and waiting. And I'm like, you know what? It doesn't cost you anything. So why don't I just let this other person do it for me? And like you already said, I think having the gift card on board is a great thing, because those cruises aren't cheap, right? So it's
Well, and above and beyond that, we're also watching. This is what we do. We're watching this stuff all the time. We're going to be able to tell you what the ins and outs, and we're collecting all the information, so you don't have to. And goodness knows if you ever have to sit on hold, you don't want to do that. We do that for you. So it doesn't cost you anything. I always tell people, I'm here to help you plan if you want me to. If you want to do it all by yourself, awesome. I can be the person who sits back, and when you get that Apollo dining reservation score, I'm going to cheer you on. Whatever you want to do is we're just here to make it an even more fun experience.
Elaine, would you mind just running over again one more time? I know you said how to book it. I know everything, but just let's do the how and when the classes and the dates go on sale for that. Classes? I don't know if that's the right word. Category? No.
Club
level.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
Yes. So Friday, September 6th, which is tomorrow when we're typing this show, will be for our Pearl Castaway Club level. On Monday will be for our Platinum level, as well as if you are Club 33 member, or if you live in Golden Oak. On Tuesday, that'll be for Gold members. For Wednesday, that is Silver Castaway Club members, as well as if you are an Adventures by Disney Insider, meaning you've been on one Adventures by Disney trip, or if you're a Disney Vacation Club member, that is a direct member, aka Blue Card. And on Thursday, we'll be open to the general public if you don't fall under any of those categories.
That's Thursday, September 12th right there. If you're somebody who's brand new to cruising and you're like, I want to get on this ship and this is the one for me. I know that I feel like sometimes I know there's people out there who just want to complete the set. They want to get on every one of the Disney cruise ships, right? Or there's some people who just like being on the brand new one or like being there in the beginning or something like that. I also think for people who are like the big Marvel fans or somebody like me, I'm very excited about that Black Panther. I know it's such a trivial part of the ship. It's not really, though, because it's the big entrance.
It's awesome.
Yeah. I have so many people that are actually really excited about all of the theming and the announcements that they've made, that they've been emailing me for months. You know, once they started talking about it a little bit, I mean, I've got people emailing me like, I want to be on the Destiny, I want to be on the inaugural, and like they had never been on any of the maiden voyages on any of the other ships or anything like that, but they are just so excited for everything that this ship has. I mean, I have a lot of clients excited about this one.
Elaine, we should probably mention it quickly that the pricing, I was looking at pricing I was just doing double occupancy stuff to get a sense of, and the pricing I think is really pretty good on these cruises. The inaugurals, not like on Treasure, it was very expensive because it was not only a inaugural, but it was also Christmas week, which is an expensive week anyway. Yeah. So this is, if you want to do an inaugural cruise, this is a great time to do it. Please be aware there are special requirements for the inaugural cruise. It's a 20% deposit down that has to be put in by midnight that day. So be prepared for that. And that 20% is non-refundable at that point. So be aware of that. But
Chris, can I ask you right here, just because I'm curious, because I don't know any better, what is the average percentage that you put down for a Disney cruise when you're like, you know what, we're thinking about doing a cruise?
You put down 20%. Under most Disney cruises, that 20%, that deposit is fully refundable up until you're paying full date.
Okay,
so
gotcha.
If you all of a sudden can't go, you can cancel at that point or change the date. So it's fully modifiable. For the inaugural cruise, that's not the case. So just be aware of that.
Okay.
But that's a great point, because I always tell people, if you're looking at spring break next year, now's a great time to do that. And if you need to cancel, you can do that. But you're going to get better pricing if you book it early. You're going to have more availability. If you have little kids and you like that getting first dining, main dining is like critical to you, book early, because you're really going to want to, you'll have a lot more better chance of getting that early dining time, because those always go first in these Bahamian and Western Caribbean cruises. So there's a lot of reasons to do it early, and you have to put 20% down, but again, that's fully refundable if something changes.
Yeah, which I actually appreciate, because sometimes it's like maybe you just want to take the shot in the dark, like throw the dart out and be like, okay, we're just going to pick a date, hoping that one, that works out for us. And also, I feel like being able to pay in those sort of increments and acts like a little bit of like a vacation savings account. And then the beauty of that cruise is like you get there and you're like, well, my food's paid for. I know where my hotel is. Like,
it's like putting your vacation on layaway.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, that's exactly
the funny thing when you're talking about like putting like a shot in the dark, when that's the thing, when you're picking a date like this far out, you kind of don't know. So it's good that you can change your date, whereas other cruise lines, you might get penalized for that. It's funny, when the Wish came out and we were going through this whole thing with booking the Wish for its inaugural season, I was in the same situation. It's like, man, that's a year and a half away. I know I want to cruise on it. I don't know what date I'm going to be available. So I booked two of them.
Yep.
And it backfired because I went on both of them.
Perfect.
That sounds like a motherfucker. That's awesome.
We booked them as back-to-back, and the intention was when we get closer, we'll pick which one we want to keep, and we'll cancel the other one. And then we kept both of them.
Hey,
awesome.
Treat yourself.
Well, I do that for my son's spring, because the school doesn't have the calendar out yet. So I know it's going to be one of 2 weeks. I book both of them, and then I just shift the funds to the other one when we find out what the actual. But now's the best time to book a cruise is early on. Prices generally only go up, and even if they put out VGT, OGT, some special rates, you don't have the opportunity to choose your room. You don't have the dining options, so it's a lot better. For me, I always do it early.
Well, I appreciate you answering those questions because to me, I feel like something like a cruise or going out, it can seem, the more I'm like, it seems less intimidating than the book in a Disney World vacation or like a Disney, like I'm not saying those aren't also great. It's just that it gives that element of being like, oh, this could be easy, and not as hard as it needs to be. So I think this was a great conversation, and hopefully we help some people out there. Elaine, throw out your email again for if people want to book.
Yes, it is Elaine, ELAINE at dreamsunlimitedtravel.com.
And Chris?
And I'm Chris V for Vorabek, Chris V at dreamsunlimitedtravel.com. Dreams Unlimited Travel, all one word. So I know that's
Perfect.
not how you write it, but in the internet world, that's how we do it.
Yeah. Well, I still insist on capitalizing the letters because it makes my brain work better, and it always autocorrects.
Your English, your grammar school English teacher just loves you.
Yeah, she does. Well, thank you to the both of you for having this conversation with me. And again, like Elaine has said, like Chris has said, when you book with Dreams Unlimited Travel, it doesn't cost you anything extra on your trip, and you get the stateroom credit or the shipboard credit, excuse me, and the gift basket that Dreams provides as well, which has a lot of fun items in there that you're always like, I didn't know I needed that. I was one of those people. The clips. I like the clips. But thank you for having this. Again, we've given you the information we have. Hopefully you get what you're looking for. I'm sure you will if you're booking with Dreams here. I think that's going to do it for this episode of the DCL show. So we're bringing the ship to shore. And I just want to say thank you very much. Well, I'm not going to speak very well anymore. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining us here. If you are watching this on YouTube, click that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave some comments. Future topic suggestions are always welcome. If you are listening to this on iTunes, please feel free to rate and review the podcast whenever you have the opportunity. And again, I'm going to say it one more time, Dreams Unlimited Travel. Don't forget about them. All right. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy. I don't have a good sign off for this. So bon voyage, everyone.